Om Shanti. Good morning. Let's listen to sweet elevated versions of Baba. Today's date is 19th June 2026, and how can we be humble? What's the dharana which is required? Baba just gives clarity on that. Baba says, some children ask Baba, shall I get flowers? Baba just denies. Baba says, I am now at your service. So what do I do by accepting the flowers offered by you? So Baba, through his dharana, he teaches us children, don't accept the flowers or the garlands. So Baba says, when you become worthy of worship, you will be offered so many garlands, because at this time you are still a worshipper. And the third reason, which is told, if you offer flowers or garlands to Brahma Baba, though Shiv Baba just is in the chariot of Brahma Baba, when you offer something to Brahma Baba, your attention always goes towards Brahma Baba. Then there will be the attraction of the body. Whereas our practice is going beyond the body and the bodily world, that's why we mustn't accept any flowers. So Baba just gives these three reasons. One is he is the obedient servant, he is at your service. And the second one, Baba says, the children's stage is still like a worshipper. It is still a worthy of worship stage is not attained. So third one is, Baba says, when you offer something to Baba, takes an example of Brahma Baba, that when we offer something to Brahma Baba, our attention always goes towards Brahma Baba, not to Shiv Baba, and there will be that attraction of the body. That's why we mustn't offer anything to Brahma Baba. So the song is, leave your throne of the sky and come down to earth. So when we by taking this song as the basis, Baba says the concept of the omnipresence itself will be completely finished, because when God is omnipresent, then whom did you call to come to leave the throne of the sky and come down to earth? When he is not here, that's why we call out and we call him to come down. Baba says the soul has got the effect of the actions performed, so you can't say that the soul is immune to the effect of its actions. The entire karmic account goes with the soul, and it's already recorded in the soul. The soul is not immune to the effect of his actions. So let's listen to Baba's sweet elevated versions. Om Shanti. The essence, sweet children, Shiv Baba can't accept the flowers that you offer him, because he neither becomes a worshipper nor a worthy of worship. You too mustn't wear garlands of flowers at the confluence age. Question: who can claim a right to the throne of the future kingdom? Answer: question is, who can claim a right to that throne of the future kingdom? Answer: those who conquer the heart throne of the mother and father at this time will become those who are seated on the future throne. It's a wonder how your children overtake parents. They become seated on the heart throne of the mother and father, and they overtake the parents. They make effort and even go ahead of their parents. The song, "Leave your throne of the sky and come down to earth." Om Shanti. Your sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children heard the song. The notion of omnipresence vanishes with this song. It's because the people of Bharat are now very unhappy that they remember him. All of these songs have been created according to the drama, and people of the world don't know this. The Father comes to purify the impure and to liberate people from their sorrow and give them happiness. You children know that the same Father has come. You children have recognized him. He himself sits here and tells you, "I enter an ordinary body and tell you the secrets of the beginning, middle, and end of the whole world." There is only one world. It's just that it becomes old and new. Just as a body is new in the childhood, then it becomes old. Baba just gives this amazing example. Just the body is very new in childhood and then it becomes old. You wouldn't say that there are two bodies. For instance, a building also, when it's built, it's always the new one. In the same way, the same new building gradually becomes old. That's why Baba takes these examples to make us understand that there is only one world. That's the new world in the golden and the silver age, and gradually, when the moment it's the time of the copper age, then gradually it starts decaying. So you don't say that there are two bodies, new and the old one. It's just the one body, then it becomes old from new. In the same way, there is just one world. From new, it has now become old. When was it new? No one can tell you this. The Father comes and explains, the world was new. When does it become old? The Father comes and explains, children, when the world was new, Bharat was new. It used to be called the Golden Age. The same Bharat has now become old. This is called an old world. That new world has now become old, and it definitely has to become new again. Some children have had the visions of the new world. Okay, who are the masters of that new world? In the beginning of the establishment of the sacrificial fire, Baba had granted so many visions about that new world. Okay, Baba asks, who were the masters of that new world? Truly, Lakshmi and Narayan were the masters. There is only one world that becomes the new, as well, then gradually it becomes old. Then Baba is asking, who were the masters of that new world? Truly, Lakshmi and Narayan were the masters. The original eternal deities were the masters of that world. The Father is explaining this to you children. The Father says, now constantly remember this. The Father has come from the supreme region to teach us. Constantly remember him, because he has come from the supreme region to teach us. He has come to teach us Raj Yoga. All the praise belongs to that one, and there is no praise of this one. At this time, all have degraded intellects. Baba says even the chariot doesn't have any significance. So all have degraded intellects. They neither understand anything nor they make effort. This is why I come. It is why these songs have been composed. The notion of omnipresence vanishes through this song. Each one has his own part. The Father repeatedly tells you, renounce body consciousness and become soul conscious and imbibe these. Of course, there lies the soul, role of the soul as well as the role of the Supreme Soul. That's why Baba frequently tells us, renounce the body consciousness, that's the limited consciousness, and become soul conscious and imbibe these teachings with your physical organs. We have to imbibe Baba's teachings. Always consider it to be Shiv Baba, who is, of course, we have seen Brahma Baba while walking or moving around, but we have to remember Shiv Baba. Always consider it to be Shiv Baba who is doing everything, and not Brahma Baba. Even though we always realize that before Brahma Baba shed his body, Baba was just making that effort to make the intellects of the children very clear that children, you shouldn't have any attachment towards the body of the even Brahma Baba. We should always make an attempt to remember Shiv Baba. That's why the series of Murlis were spoken about the significance or the praise of the one Father. Even the Brahma Baba can't be praised. That's why Baba repeatedly tells us that Shiv Baba, we should always connect our intellects to Shiv Baba. Of course, Brahma Baba's life or Brahma Baba's chariot also has the same significance, because Baba becomes the chariot in relating the teachings. So Baba says, it's all, consider it to be Shiv Baba who does everything. Even though his form is seen with your eyes, let your intellects go to Shiv Baba. If Shiv Baba weren't here, then this soul, this one soul and body would be of no use. Always remember that Shiv Baba is in this one and he is teaching you through this one. So children's intellect must be always towards Shiv Baba. That's why Baba explains these things. So always consider that it is Shiv Baba who is doing everything, and it is Shiv Baba who is teaching through Brahma Baba. This teacher, that is Brahma Baba, is not your teacher. That one is the supreme teacher. You have to remember that one. Never remember the body. Connect your intellects in yoga to the Father. How Baba just explains in a very wonderful way to connect our intellects to Shiv Baba. Baba says it's in the intellects. It must be in your intellect that you have to connect your intellects in yoga to the Father. Children, remember him and say, Baba, come and teach us this knowledge. And here once again, no one apart from the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul can teach Raj Yoga. It's in the intellects of you children that only he sits and tells you the knowledge of the Gita. Then the knowledge just disappears. There is no need for it even there, because the kingdom will have to be established, which will have been established, and you will have received salvation. Knowledge is given to take you from degradation into salvation. Why is it given at the confluence age, not in the golden age? Because the knowledge is meant for us to move from the degrading stage towards the ascending stage. Everything else belongs to the path of devotion, and no one can attain me by doing any of those things of the path of devotion, such as penance, tapasya, making donations, performing charity. The wings of the souls are broken. The souls have strong intellects. Baba says the wings of the souls are broken. The souls have stone intellects. I have come to change those who are stone into divine. Why is this song sung? That is, leave your throne of the sky and come down to earth. Till now, how many aspects have been mentioned? Baba says Baba's incarnation is always to purify the impure souls and to make the intellects of the souls very divine, because they have the stone intellects at this time. So Baba says there are so many human beings now. They fill the whole world just like mustard seeds. Everyone is just to be destroyed. There aren't so many human beings in the golden age. In that new world, you will have a lot of physical comfort, and there are very few human beings. In the golden and silver ages, there will be abundance, and the human beings, of course, you will find very few. Here, there are so many people that there isn't enough food for them to eat. This earth is also now old and very barren land. It will then become new. This barren land will become new again. Very fertile land it becomes. When Baba was just meeting one of the groups of Rajasthan, so before the end comes, before the closure of the completion comes, so Baba says the land of the Rajasthan will be very evergreen, or the very fertile land, because when you just go towards Haryana, the desert land is converted into a very fertile one. Baba says in the golden age everything would be very new, and look at the name itself is so sweet. That is heaven, Bahisht, and the new world of deities. The heart desires to demolish the old one and sit in that new one. It's now a question of going to that new world of heaven. This old body has no value. Shiv Baba doesn't have a body of his own. Children say the concept of old and the new body doesn't apply to Shiv Baba because he doesn't have a body of his own. So children say, what do you children ask? Baba, we want to garland Baba. However, even if you garland this one, the yoga of your intellect should go to him. So Shiv Baba says how Baba just draws and gives the caution to connect our intellects to just move away from the corporeal medium and connect to the incorporeal one. So Baba says, you yourselves, Shiv Baba says there is no need for a garland. Only when you become worthy of worship, only you become worthy of worship as well as worshippers. You yourselves become worthy of worship, and yourselves then become worshippers. Therefore you begin to worship your own images. Baba says, neither do I become worthy of worship, nor is there any need for flowers, etc. Why should I wear those? Baba is ever worthy of worship. There is no need for him to become. Baba says, why should I even wear? This is why Baba never accepts a garland of flowers. You are becoming worthy of worship even during the time of Sakar Baba. That was the system followed. Nowadays, wherever we go, people just offer so many flowers, garlands. There is so much cost which is incurred even on that. That's why Baba draws a signal that when the time is moving towards the completion, we have to go beyond all such things. So you are becoming worthy of worship. Then when Baba says you are becoming worthy of worship now, then you can wear as many flowers as you wish. I am the most beloved, obedient father of you children. I am your teacher as well as your supreme, as well as your servant. When important, eminent, royal people that were during the British rule, because the lords used to get this title, Lord Minto, Lord Curzon. So Baba says when important royal people just sign their letters, they write Minto, Curzon. This is the titles given to the viceroys at the beginning of the 20th century. They don't write, they would never write Lord so and so for themselves. Here they write Shri Lakshmi Narayan and Shri so and so. Though they are not elevated, but still they quickly write their titles, that is Shri, for themselves. The father sits here and explains, don't remember this body now. Have the faith that each of you is a soul and remember the father. In the old world, both the souls and the bodies are impure. When the gold is 9 carat, the jewelry made from it will also be 9 carat. Alloy is mixed into the gold. Don't ever consider souls to be immune to the effect of the action. You have this knowledge at this time. The alloy gets mixed into the soul. Baba gives this example. As is the quality of this gold, so will be the quality of the jewelry. In the same way, the soul will have to experience the consequences of the actions. That's why don't consider souls to be immune to the effect of action. You have this knowledge at this time. You receive the reward for half a cycle for 21 births. Therefore, a lot of effort has to be made. However, you children repeatedly forget. Shiv Baba is giving us teachings through Brahma. Even the Brahma soul has to remember him. Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar are the residents of the subtle region. The Father first creates the subtle world. The land of Nirvana is the highest on high land. The land of Nirvana of souls is the highest of all. All the devotees remember the one God. However, all devotees just remember the one God. However, because they have become Tamo Pradhan, they have forgotten the Father and continue to worship pebbles and stones, etc. We don't know whatever is happening. It's being shot in the drama. Once something is shot in the drama, for instance, if a bird flies across the scene, that will continue to be repeated again and again. Because while just speaking the Murli, a bird would have flied. If a kite is flying, then it's been recorded, then that will continue to be repeated again and again. Here too, even the second of the drama continues to repeat, it continues to be shot. This drama is predestined. You are the actors and you watch the whole drama as a detached observer. Every second passes by. We know we are actors and this is the drama, so we watch every scene as a detached observer. Every second passes according to the drama. When a leaf shakes, it's in the drama that's passing by. It isn't that every leaf moves according to the directions of God. Baba just gives this wonderful example. Just look at the whole play of drama. That is the Supreme Soul and the nature. And each of these, that is the Supreme Soul and nature, have got their own potential. It's not that every leaf moves, then it happens as per the directions of God. Of course, that's the power of the nature. God, Baba doesn't give directions, because some people say that even if you just raise your hands, if someone slaps someone, so do you think it happens as per the wish of God? And of course, Supreme Souls, if Baba's task is to move each and every leaf, then who else will do, and what else can be done? Baba, of course, has so many things to manage. It isn't that every leaf moves according to the directions of God. No, all of this is fixed. It's also understood. And the second thing is the soul. Third one is, what does Supreme Soul do, and what do souls do, and what's the nature of these three powers? Of course, the power of the nature works. This has to be understood very clearly. Only the Father comes and teaches Raj Yoga and gives you this knowledge of the Brahma. Very good pictures have been created. The needle of the clock is shown at the confluence age. It's the confluence of the end of the Iron Age and the beginning of the Golden Age. There are now innumerable religions in the old world. This will not exist in that new world. You children should constantly think the Father is teaching us when we are godly students. God speaks, I make you into the kings of kings. Kings worship Lakshmi and Narayan. Baba says we are godly students, and Baba says I make you into the kings of kings. And the kings worship Lakshmi and Narayan. I am the one who makes them worthy of worship. Those who are worthy of worship have now become worshippers. You children understand that you are worthy of worship, and you have now become worshippers. Baba doesn't become that. Baba says, I neither become worthy of worship nor a worshipper. I have to garland anyone else. Therefore, why should I accept flowers? Even you can't accept them. According to the law, those deities have a right. Baba's Srimati's, you children can't even accept the flowers or the garlands. It's clear. Baba uses the authority and gives this order. Can't accept them. When I went to Nepal, I was offered a lot many garlands, and of course because when we don't accept, they feel they are being insulted. Baba says, as per the law, all the deities have a right to them, both the souls and why? Because the souls and bodies are pure. That's why they have a right to them. They are the only ones who have a right to flowers. So though the soul is becoming pure, still the body is made up of those 5 elements which are vicious now. So Baba says the deities are the only ones who have a right to flowers. And there in heaven there are only fragrant flowers, and flowers are for giving fragrance. They are even for wearing. And the Father says, you children are now becoming the garland around Vishnu's neck. So those who are becoming worthy of being garlanded around Vishnu's neck, they can't accept garlands now. You will sit on the throne number wise. Whatever effort each of you made in the previous cycle, you are making that effort now. You will continue to do so. It's number wise. The intellect says so, and so it's very serviceable. In a shop, someone can be the owner or the partner or the manager. Those who under him also receive promotion. It is the same thing here. You children have to gain victory over the mother and father. You become amazed how can you go ahead of the mother and father. The father helps you children to make efforts and makes you worthy of being seated on the throne. This is why it is said, conquer my heart throne, you will be seated on the future throne. Make so much effort that you become Narayan from an ordinary human. How much effort has to be made? Baba says, make effort in such a way that you become Narayan from an ordinary man. There is just one main aim and objective. The kingdom is being established, so there is a variety in status there. You have to make full effort to conquer Maya. Baba says one thing is to win the heart throne of Baba, and another one is you have to make that complete effort to conquer Maya. You have to interact with your children with a lot of love, but remain a trustee. On the path of devotion, you used to say, God, all of this was given by you. You have taken them back. What you gave us in trust. Okay, in that case, there is no need to weep. Whatever was entrusted to us by Baba or God, that's taken back, so there is no need to weep or wail. However, this is a world of weeping. People tell many stories. They tell the story of the king who conquered attachment. He didn't even feel any pain. He shed his body and took another. There is no illness there. There you have ever healthy bodies that are free from disease for 21 births. Some children have had visions. They have had visions of all those customs and systems, what dress, etc. they wear, how marriages take place. All of that part has now passed. At that time, you didn't have as much as of this knowledge. You children are now receiving so much strength day by day. All of this is fixed in the Brahma. It's wonder. Even the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul has so much important part. Himself sits here and explains to you all about the work that he does while sitting up there and even on the path of devotion. Baba does so much even on the path of devotion. Baba just while being above, he just does so much work. So there is no need for Baba to just make every leaf move. Baba just comes down once in the whole cycle. There are many who just worship and the incorporeal one. However, they have lost the aspect of how the Supreme Soul, Supreme Father comes and teaches us. They put Sri Krishna's name in the Gita, which was why their love for the incorporeal one was broken. It was God Himself who came and taught Raj Yoga and changed the world. Of course, they worship the one incorporeal, but they don't have the knowledge of how does it come, because even when they relate the Gita's knowledge, they just have inserted Sri Krishna's name instead of Shiv Baba's name. That's why the love for the incorporeal is completely broken off. It was God Himself who came and taught us Raj Yoga and changed the world. The world continued to change, the ages continue to turn. You have now understood the cycle of this world drama. People don't know anything, they don't even know the deities of the golden age, only the signs of the deities remain. The Father explains, constantly consider yourselves to belong to Shiv Baba, that he is teaching you. Shiv Baba always gives you teachings through this Brahma. You will then continue to enjoy yourself a great deal in having remembrance of Shiv Baba. We will always be remembering Shiv Baba in that way, then we will enjoy a great deal. Could anyone else be such a God? The Father. He is the Father, teacher and the Sadguru. And some fathers also teach at a school and their children would say, my father is also my teacher. However, it wouldn't be that. The father would also be a guru. Yes, he can be a teacher. A father would never be called a guru. This one's father was also a teacher who used to teach, that is Brahma Baba's father. He was a limited father and teacher. That one is the unlimited father and teacher. Even to consider yourselves to be God's students, it's a great fortune. It's so clear that God the Father is teaching us. We have, even if we consider ourselves as godly students, then also we are greatly fortunate. It's so clear that God the Father is teaching us. Baba is also sweet. Sweet things are remembered, just as there is love between a lover and beloved. What's the most sweetest thing? That is the love between a lover and a beloved. They don't love one another for vice. They simply continue to gaze at one another. You souls have yoga with the Father, the Supreme Soul. The soul says, Baba is the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of love. He enters this impure world and an impure body and makes us so elevated. It's remembered, it didn't take God long to change human beings into deities. You go to paradise in a second. You become deities from human beings in a second. This is your aim and objective. You have to study for this. Guru Nanak also said, God washes the dirty, impure clothes. This is your aim, that is Lux soap. Baba says, I'm such a good laundry man. I make your clothes, your souls, you souls, your body is so pure and clean. Baba says, you mustn't even remember this one Dada. The whole task is Shiv Baba's. Therefore, only remember him. He is sweeter than Brahma Baba. He says to you souls, you can look at the chariot of Brahma with those eyes, but remember Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba is making you become like diamonds from shells through this one. Of course, Baba sometimes explains the significance of Brahma Baba. At the same time, Baba also says that your intellects must always be connected to Shiv Baba, not with any bodily being. So Baba just explains in today's Murli to just withdraw from the bodily beings and to connect our intellects to the Shiv Baba always. This was emphasized a lot. Maybe that was the time for Brahma Baba to shed his mortal coil, and how Shiv Baba used his wonderful means to draw your intellect towards Shiv Baba. Because sometimes children say that we don't have any connection with Brahma Baba, we have direct connection with Shiv Baba. So that's also not the correct way. Of course, Brahma Baba is also the father of the human beings. Of course, Brahma Baba is also has the same significance just like Shiv Baba. Okay, to you, sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, father and Bab Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to you, the spiritual father says namaste to you, spiritual children, and we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance and say good morning, namaste to the mother, father and Bab Dada. Thank you, Baba. The essence for the first one: make effort to conquer the heart throne of the Father. Become a trustee in the family and interact with everyone with love. Become a conqueror of attachment. Second, make the soul very clean and pure with the power of yoga. While seeing everything with those eyes, just remember the one Father. Don't accept the garlands of flowers here, but become a fragrant flower. Today's blessing: may you be an elevated effort maker who has renounced all desires for any reward and who makes good effort. May you become an elevated effort maker who has renounced all desires for any reward and who makes good effort. An elevated effort maker is one who doesn't have any desire to experience some reward for his efforts. Where there are desires, the cleanliness finishes, and you become the one who always has thoughts. When cleanliness finishes, you always have the thoughts. Those who wish to experience their rewards here deprive themselves of accumulating their future incomes. Therefore, instead of the word that is desired, remember the word good. An elevated effort maker constantly makes effort to become flawless. He or she never fails in anything. Slogan: use the facilities as a lotus flower because they are the fruit of your karma yoga. Use the facilities as a lotus flower because they are the fruit of your karma yoga. Today's subject signal: the children who are full renunciates will definitely have the main virtues of easiness and tolerance. Such children remain cheerful and they also attract everyone. They are loving to one Father. If there isn't easiness, they can't be loved. You saw in the Sakar form, to that extent he was knowledgeful. His nature was accordingly simple and easy, mature with mature ones, a child with children. Today's Mama's specialty and homework. Mama always had the intoxication of being stabilized in the self-respect and in the original religion, because our original nature is peace, and she was an embodiment of power in that. Whatever Baba said, Mama's intellect just accepted that. Mama would have never said that I did this. She always signed towards Baba. I am the daughter. He's the mother and father. Mama was so humble. These are the points of effort or the attention to be paid. The original religion is that my own state of mind and the situations and the circumstances are the external things. If the original state of mind is powerful, then the situations are nothing, because we children, that is souls, are the masters of the nature. That's why our transformation inspires or influences the transformation of the nature. At this time we are becoming Satopradhan, so the nature is also being transformed to Satopradhan stage from Tamopradhan. When souls become Rajopradhan, then the nature also will be of that quality. So there is a direct connection between the soul stage and the nature's quality. Om Shanti. All the surrendered all the surrendered and trial brothers and sisters will gather at Dadiji's meeting hall, and respected Asha Didi will meet all of you and she will give the fruits to you. The evening meditation from 6 to 8 is at conference hall. Let's remember Baba for a few minutes, and then the Babular brother will just give the instructions, or as the International Yoga Day is going to be celebrated. Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Janki ji. What Baba said today, first remember only Baba, second just spin the discus of self-realization, third one is make others equal to the self. Baba watches what service each child is doing. This was there in today's Murli, right? What service the children perform and how do you just waste your time. And watching Baba and Mama, especially observing Mama, was very beneficial because Mama always valued her time very deeply. We never heard any unnecessary waste words from Mama. There was never a situation where Mama would listen to someone's weakness. If someone shared the mistake with Mama, she would take care of it and teach them and finish it there. That was the kind of royal upbringing that we received. And today also I was just telling someone about the kind of royal upbringing. If someone adopts such a royal upbringing, there can be a tremendous progress. Shanti.